Ahoj, vítejte na mém kanále Czech by Zuzka, kde vám pomocí angličtiny vysvětluju českou gramatiku. Today we are going to have a look at possessive pronouns and how we don't use them as much in the Czech language. Of course we have possessive pronouns in Czech. My car, moje auto, his sister, jeho sestra, etc. But we use them much less than in English, because these possessive pronouns can be expressed by other parts of speech. And in this video we are going to see common examples where in English you would use a possessive pronoun naturally, and in Czech it would sound a bit strange if you do. Let's see the first case when we don't use the possessive pronoun in Czech, when it is clear from the context. For example, in English you would say I'm waiting for my friend. In Czech you say čekám na kamaráda. Of course, whose friend is it? Mine. I don't have to say čekám na svého kamaráda or mého kamaráda. By the way, if svého doesn't ring a bell, this is a reflexive possessive pronoun. You can also check a video that I recorded a couple of weeks ago. In Czech and other Slavic languages, we don't have articles. We don't have definite and indefinite articles. A and V, we don't have those. And we're also very careful when using the possessive pronouns. So either way, if you want to say, I'm waiting for a friend, I'm waiting for my friend, you just don't say svého kamaráda unless you want to emphasize it. And there is really need for that. If you want to say, čekám na svého kamaráda. Ne tvého. I'm waiting for my friend, not yours. Or another situation. Looking for my keys. I'm looking for my keys. Hledám klíče. You don't say hledám moje klíče, hledám svoje klíče, unless you want to emphasize again that you're looking for your keys and not anybody else's keys. Or imagine you're in a huge parking lot, you parked your car and you really can't remember where. Looking for my car. Hledám auto. Hledám svoje auto. There's no need to say that. And in this situation you can imagine whose other car would you be looking for? Well, it can lead to funny situations sometimes when somebody could assume maybe you are looking for a different car, you want to take a different car or something like that. But if you mean that you're looking for something of your own or relate to something of your own, then there is no need to use the possessive pronoun. The second reason why we wouldn't use a possessive pronoun is that in Czech we have a preference of the verb mít, to have, over the verb to be in English in many cases. And in English, when you use the verb to be and you talk about something of your own or somebody else's, then you would use the possessive pronoun because you have to mark the possession. But in Czech, we simply express it with the verb to have, that you have something. For example, in English you say, it's my birthday. In Czech, you say, mám narozeniny. I have a birthday. And then you don't say, mám moje narozeniny. It sounds very strange. Mám already means it's mine. Your hands are cold. Máte studené ruce, referring to one person, formally or more people. You have cold hands. You could also express it by saying, moje ruce jsou studené, but that doesn't sound right. The natural way would be, mám studené ruce. Or how do you ask somebody, where's your hat? It's windy out there, where's your hat? Kde máš čepici? Where do you have the hat? Kde máš čepici? Kde máš čepici? And this is a good one. You want to tell somebody your shoelaces are untied. Máš rozvázané tkaničky. Máš rozvázané tkaničky. You have shoelaces untied. So say it with me. It's my birthday. Mám narozeniny. Your hands are cold. Máte studené ruce. Where's your hat? Kde máš čepici? Your shoelaces are untied. Máš rozvázané tkaničky. I am not saying that this is the only correct expression. For instance, this sentence, where's your hat, could also be said, kde je tvoje čepice? But it might not be the first option. Especially when we speak, we use the verb to have much more. The third case is when we have certain verbs that require a direct object. We have ways to express something with a direct object, that is the accusative. For example, in English you say my head hurts, and in Czech you say bolí mě hlava. It would sound really strange if you say moje hlava bolí. Bolí mě, mě is the accusative. And it doesn't have to be a pronoun, it can also have a name. You can say Alena, Alena's head hurts, Alenu bolí hlava. In that case, we would put it at the beginning and we would take away this pronoun. But this would still be a direct object in the accusative form. Alenu bolí hlava. This is a very common verb, to hurt. And the construct is always like this. What hurts is the subject of the sentence in Czech. So hlava, the head, hurts me. Bolí mě hlava. Or svědí mě záda. My back itches. Svědí mě záda. Svědit, svědit means to itch. It's the same construct. Záda, the back, or my back in English, itches me. Alenu svědí záda. Chudák Alena. Bolí jí hlava a svědí jí záda. And also we have certain verbs that go together with an indirect object, which is expressed by the dative case. How do you say, my phone is not working? Nefunguje mi telefon. The phone is not working to me. That's how we say it. Telephone is the subject of the sentence. If you want to express that something that you own is working or not working, it's exactly this construct. Funguje ti internet? Is your internet working? Can you pass me my hat? Podáš mi čepici? Will you pass the hat to me? Unless you want to emphasize, can you pass me my hat? The one over there is not mine, but can you pass me my hat? Podáš mi moji čepici? Peter is brushing his teeth. Petr si čistí zuby. This is a specific construct for reflexive si, which is also in dative actually. The reflexive si means that somebody is performing an activity to themselves. So, Petr si čistí zuby, he's brushing his own teeth. In Czech, we don't say čistí mu zuby, because that would mean he's brushing somebody else's teeth. Imagine if Peter is small, he's just learning to brush his teeth, then maybe somebody else is doing it for him. His mom. Mom is brushing Peter's teeth. Maminka čistí Petrovi zuby. Petrovi is also dative. And if we wanted to replace it by a pronoun, mom is brushing his teeth, it would be maminka mu čistí zuby. Mu is dative. Maminka mu čistí zuby. Ne jeho zuby. Or I wrote it in my notebook. Napsala jsem si to do sešitu. Do sešitu. In the notebook, and by expressing that it's mine, you can simply add si. That works in many cases. Napsala jsem si to do svého sešitu only emphasizes that I wrote it in my own notebook, not in your notebook. Another example, I forgot my keys. Zapomněla jsem si klíče. Zapomněla jsem si klíče. So by now you're probably wondering, okay, when it's not for emphasis, does it mean that we don't use possessive pronouns in Czech? Well, let me give you a couple of examples where we actually do use the possessive pronouns. When you introduce somebody or something, you want to make sure that you state the relation. To je můj manžel. This is my husband. You're not gonna say to je manžel. It would sound like, oh, this is a husband. Somebody's. I don't know whose, but that's not mine. To je můj manžel. Or to je moje manželka. This is my wife. Often it would be with the verb to be. To je můj manžel, to je moje manželka. Because if you use it with a different verb, for example, I'm going there with my husband, jdu tam s manželem, the possessive pronoun loses the need to be there. Jdu tam s manželem. I also mentioned this in the video focused on possessive pronouns, svůj, svoje. If you haven't watched it, you really should. And sometimes we can leave out possessive pronouns too. Půjdu tam s manželkou. You could also have a verb that means to introduce, for example, představovat, or představit means to introduce, to present. Somebody just finished building their house and they want to show it off. They invite the family or friends and they say, I present to you our new house. Představuju vám náš nový dům. Náš nový dům. Because if you leave it out, then it would sound like I present to you a new house. You can take it if you want. So in these situations, you need to state the relation. Whose is it? Because the verbs by themselves are not telling us. Potkal jsem tvého tatínka. I saw your dad the other day. Potkal jsem tvého tatínka. You want to mention it was your dad. Because the verb potkat, to meet or to see somebody, doesn't give us any information about the relation. And now the last part of the video. An exercise where you will practice what you've learned in this video. We will translate these 6 sentences without a possessive pronoun. In English, we have possessive pronoun here, here, and here, and here. And in Czech, there won't be any moje, naše, jeho. There's no space on the board, so I will be writing the Czech sentences underneath, one by one. And then at the end, I will also show you all 6 of them together. Jdeme na to. Don't forget your umbrella. And I repeat, you are not emphasizing, don't forget your umbrella. No, you're just saying, don't forget your umbrella. Don't forget is nezapomeň. Nezapomeň. Don't forget, a very important imperative. How do you say umbrella? Deštník. Okay, nezapomeň deštník is not enough. What are we missing? The si part. Nezapomeň si deštník. Nezapomeň si deštník. I'm washing my hands. I'm washing. Myju. How do you say hands? Ruce. Myju ruce. And what are we missing? You have to say I'm washing the hands to myself. Myju si ruce. Myju si ruce. Myju si ruce. Our washing machine isn't working. Something is not working, remember? That's the verb fungovat. Weirdly enough, we would not start the sentence by washing machine. We would put that at the end. So you are saying isn't working. Nefunguje. Nefunguje. Washing machine is pračka. Nefunguje pračka. And then you have to add our washing machine. How do you say that? Expressing by dative. Nefunguje nám pračka. Nefunguje nám pračka. 3 words again. 4. Your shoes are here. We would also prefer to start by the end. Here you will use the verb to have. So you are going to say literally, here you have the shoes. Tady máš boty. Tady máš boty. Tady máš boty. 3 words again. I swear I didn't plan it this way. 5. Your door is open. Imagine you just got in the car with more people and there is this light blinking. One of the doors is open. So then you realize, your door is open. You have the door open. Starting with the verb to have. Máš otevřené dveře. Máš otevřené dveře. 3 words. And the last one. When is your birthday? We also like to use it with the verb to have. Meet. When is kdy? When do you have birthday? Kdy máš narozeniny? Kdy máš narozeniny? Okay. Czech is a magical language. Oftentimes it is shorter than English. So let's read them together. Don't forget your umbrella. Nezapomeň si deštník. I'm washing my hands. Myju si ruce. Our washing machine isn't working. Nefunguje nám pračka. Your shoes are here. Tady máš boty. Your door is open. Máš otevřené dveře. When is your birthday? Kdy máš narozeniny? A to je ode mě všechno. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you will put it to practice. Every time you want to use a possessive pronoun in Czech, think twice. Is there another way to express it? Thank you so much for watching. I would also like to remind you that my course Explore the Art of Original Czech Conversing, where you can practice practical Czech in context in forms of conversations, is still on discount, and you will find the link below the video. You can preview the lesson for free. This course has a very good rating, 5 out of 5. Krásný den, čau čau.